I'm Peter Rescue, married to Jacque, married 31 years, and we've been here at Truth Renewed for 5 years counseling.
Well, I didn't plan on being a biblical counselor. I was actually looking for counsel. We had several years, it feels like maybe decades, of waves of suffering and things that the Lord was doing in our life that I didn't understand. I doubted God quite a bit and wasn't sure about my walk with Him. And I was looking for that in counseling, and I wasn't really finding answers. So I heard about this class, Equipped to Counsel, and I took the class. It was very frustrating in a lot of ways, and I would actually wanted to throw the book across the room many times. It was doing a work in me, but I didn't know what I would do with the material, but it did minister to me.
I took it just really to help Jacque accomplish what she wanted to do. And so we got through the certification course and completed it. And so then I was certified. And so sometimes I call myself the accidental counselor because I was like, I didn't mean to do this. That's how we got engaged with counseling and Truth Renewed. So we started with marriage counseling. It was both of us in the room with another couple. And that's where we started. We did that for a couple years. At one of the ABC conferences, I took the domestic abuse track, and it blew my mind what domestic abuse is. And I would come back after every session and talk to Jacque, like, you would not believe what I've just heard, we got to a point where we're like, okay, now we know what we're seeing. We're not trained, we're not capable, and we need to figure out where we can send these people for more help. And so we actually made a conscious decision, okay, well, let's get trained. And that really helped jumpstart our involvement in domestic abuse counseling.
And I feel like biblical counseling has the only hope that helps them get through. I've seen a huge shift in the women that I work with, living in horrendous situations, that they grow in the Lord, that they're clinging to Him, and that God stands on the side of the oppressed.
That's where biblical counseling goes, is taking the gospel to people's real hurts. You have to get down to that heart, that self-centeredness, that pride that we all struggle with, but they, struggle with it in very distinct ways. And so if you don't have the gospel, like Jacque said, you have no hope to offer these people.
I love Truth Renewed. For one, I love the community aspect, that we are here in the community and people come to us with their concerns and their problems, and you don't know what church they go to, you don't know what background they have, but they're really eager to learn.
And so we get people who are on the fringes, right? That they're not connecting at their church, but they can come here and they can get biblical counsel. And because we don't charge for counseling, because we are just a donation-based ministry, we get people who otherwise couldn't afford biblical counseling. So by coming to Truth Renewed, they can get very good help and they can get it for free. We need support so that we can minister to these ladies who are in horrific situations. We've been able to help start a counseling ministry at our church. And it's really neat to watch how this one-on-one biblical counseling can spread throughout the body, where we're all one another, right? We're all called to care for one another. We're all called to bear one another's burdens. And that's really where biblical counseling comes in. Truth Renewed is kind of the pioneer, right? Leading the charge, helping these churches is a great place to be. I love being part of Truth Renewed because it does that, right? It does great job of the one-on-one counseling, but it does an even better job, I think, of being that standard bearer for other churches to say, hey, this can work, and this is a biblical idea for us to bring it into our church to help our people minister to one another. And so I'm so grateful for Truth Renewed. I'm grateful for what it's done in my life, the way I've grown as a person. I'm grateful for the other counselors around me who helped me become a better discipler of others.
The last 5 years of counseling, I think God has worked so much in my own life and my own heart, transforming me. The honor and the beauty of getting to sit with another woman in whatever she's going through and be able to comfort her with the comfort that God gave me. It's priceless to be able to do that and enter in to some of the hardest and the darkest moments of someone's life, that they trust me with that. And that I get to point them to Christ, that I point them to the rock. I don't know. I don't think I want to do anything else.